own Good Karma brand station.
DJ Brother Z, holla at me.
Juice, you ready?
Oh, I'm ready. Benjamin, are you ready?
Let's get it.
They don't even know what's about to happen.
We're about to take over the world. See, what y'all don't understand is everything that's old is done. But everything that's new, that's us.
It's getting real juicy.
It's amazing.
Voices defining a generation.
You grow up thinking the world is all roses and bunnies and things like that, and literally, and it's not.
The most impactful commentary.
I am taught to protect women and children and die for my country. These are the types of things I'm taught. Sure, I put my life on the line. Sure, I could have died that day or whatever, but these are the types of things that come along with being a man. At least I would have died with my honor.
Real news, real lives, and the juiciest conversations.
Noni. It's really juicy.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studios in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here are your award-winning hosts, Ben Jammin and Carrie Noni Juice.
Okay, is that all right?
Should I put my hair down?
Okay.
Say yes or no, Ben.
You're fresh, then a bug, yeah. Then a bug, yeah. Then a bug, yeah. Noni Juice, you're fresh, then a bug, Put it down, put it up.
Put it up, put it down. What I should do?
It's up to you. It's up to you.
Truth Nation, tap in on YouTube. Tell me if I should put my hair up or down.
Hey. Okay.
But anyway.
Is that all right?
What's up?
Okay.
Truth Nation, all the juicy jammers out there. Happy Thursday. You are now sipping on Jammin' with Juice. I am your girl, Noni Juice, always keeping it juicy. And clearly, as you already know, I got my boy Ben Jammin' with me.
Okay. It's amazing.
Shout out DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos.
DJ Brother Z.
There he is.
Holla at me.
And we are live from the American Family Insurance Studios at the Avenue, y'all. How y'all feeling? How y'all doing? Hopefully your spirits are a little bit more uplifted today. Huh?
Okay.
Oh, I should put the headphones on. Sorry, y'all.
Oh, wow.
All right, here we go. All right, I got the headphones on now.
Woo. Okay.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I hope you guys are uplifted today. Your spirits are a little bit better today, and you have a little bit more hope and faith in humanity today. And you guys have a different perspective on things. My perspective ain't changed.
Yeah.
I've been thinking too much, Benjamin. I've been thinking so much.
About?
I've been thinking about this whole, and I said this to you. I said this to you before. The whole POC or BIPOC, people of color. I don't want to be a part of that no more. Because obviously, and I honestly, me personally, I never really liked to include us all into one because our fights and our plights are 100% different. Yep, and that was shown in the results. I don't want to be looped in with no other person of color no more. I don't. I'm over it. And I don't want to. It's just black. We just black. We just black.
I mean, personally, me, I always thought it was just black. I
never liked that. I feel like it made us look like we all just had the same issues, and we don't. We ain't never did. We ain't never did. All the other minorities, nope. We different. And I always felt like we were different. So I never really liked saying BIPOC and POC, people of color. No, it's just black. But that's just me. That was one thing that's been on my mind the past 24 hours. And I've been seeing that on social too. Other people been saying that too. Like, it ain't no more of that. No BIPOC, no POC, no none of that. We just black. We in it on our own. We got to figure it out by ourselves. And that's just that.
I'm not going to lie to you. You know, I was hurt just as well. Like, you know, if anybody felt the energy yesterday, you knew for a fact that we were hurt on here on Jammin with Juice because, you know, our girl Kamala didn't win. And you know what? I had to bring myself to some resolve. I had to realize, you know, hey, I don't control this world. God does, you know, and I'm giving the power to God. Right? So,
here we go.
So with that being said, I decided, I don't want to do it early, but I had to go down the rabbit hole. I had to figure out why. I had to figure out why Kamala Harris didn't deserve to be the president. You know, I had to do some research.
Is this rabbit hole later on today gonna make me very angry?
It could.
Yup.
It could. You know, because there's a lot of truth to it. It's a lot of truth to it. You know, each and every year we get riled up over the election. Each and every 4 years we get riled up over an election. We participate in the election. We believe our vote matters, you know, right? And to some degree it does, but then to a large degree, due to my research, it doesn't. Right? I'm going to just be honest with you. But I don't want to get all the way into it yet, Carrie Noni Juice. I want to just, you know, build the hype up a little bit, take them to the point where they're about to climax. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, I got a question for you.
What do you mean by that?
Okay.
Remember I had asked you a question
What was the question?
earlier, and I was like, Ben, I want to ask this question on air, but I don't know if people will be mad. Remember that question?
Ooh, yeah, that was a good question, though. That was a really
Wasn't a good question because now I'm nervous to ask it.
It was a good question. It was. I mean, go ahead. And ask
Do you remember? It was in regards to the AI robots.
There it is.
Do you remember?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Should I ask that question right now?
I mean, how about we save it for another day?
You want to save it for another day?
Because it'd be a great show. I'll tell you that. It'd be.
You want to make it like a show topic?
Oh, that's definitely a show topic.
Ooh.
That's something that, you know, again, when we talk about people being selfish, you know, only wanting things for themselves, you know, wanting others to do the work for them.
All right, I'll wait.
You know.
I'll wait for it.
I think that's another show for another day.
Man, I'm just so like, I'm still in my thoughts, and I was just telling Corey today, I'm like, man, I feel like I want to do because he's the only person I talk to for on what. I was thinking. I was thinking, I'm like, man, I gotta do a dump on my Instagram of just my thoughts about everything that's been going on. And I know a lot of people are like, man, if we would have had more people just come out and vote, like if she would have had more time, like if Biden would have just stepped down. I don't agree. I don't agree. I think this election showed the country we truly are in, bro. And yeah, some people are like, man, he gonna boost the economy, man, this and that. I'm thinking about finances. I'm thinking he's a businessman. And I'm like, but nothing else was a deal breaker for you? The fact that this man got, 34? 34, what's it called? Felony counts? The fact that he allegedly, I don't even know if it's confirmed or not. I'm sure other people have said it for sure if it's been confirmed, but the whole like rape and sexual assault allegations. Yeah,
he's been found liable for that.
Thank you. Because, you know, you got to throw allegedly when you're on these airwaves. I don't want to mess nothing up.
Now here comes the fact
of him being so racist, so sexist, so like dictator-ish. None of that was a deal breaker. You just worried about your money. You just worried about your business. You just worried about your finances. Honestly, it just went to show that there was nothing. Miss Harris, Miss Madam Vice President, we had a lovely interview with that sweet woman. I honestly feel like at this point, after seeing the results, there was nothing she could have done to stop the hate that is in this country, to stop the sexist people that are in this country, the racist people in this country, the homophobic people in this country, the people who really just don't want to see us thrive at all, the ignorant and uneducated people in this country. Y'all really showed yourselves, and really just like this presidency election is the identity of the current American people. And it's just wild to me. These are just the thoughts that have just been going on in my head. And I'm actually really happy because some people in certain communities, like shout out to Dawn who called yesterday and Lori who called yesterday, our lovely white women who love Jammin with Juice, our certified white juicy jammers. Y'all called in and it made me think of something because you guys are both said like, man, you're like scared, you're worried, you can't believe that it's like this. And maybe this is like an eye opener to other communities who hasn't seen what it looks like to be overqualified but still just not get it. You know, like I think now certain people who voted for Kamala, who are not part of our community, they're finally seeing like, man, this is what America is. You can do all of this stuff and it's still not win it. I think it's open. I think their eyes are open because they're crying, they're sad, and I appreciate it, you know, but still. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. And I'm not making this a freaking day 2, but those just been my thoughts.
Carrie Noni Juice Red Part 2.
Yeah.
But you know,
I can't wait to actually I got a name for some of the stuff you do. I'm gonna say it soon.
What?
You got a rant for some of the stuff I do. Ooh, I can't wait to put that thing of what I want to say up on you when you do it.
All right, bet.
I can't wait.
I'm with it.
Because I thought of a name for it.
Wait, what are you talking about?
You'll see.
Is it happening today?
I don't know. It might.
Please don't surprise me. Please don't hit me over the head with something.
It might.
Now I'm stuttering over my words. I can't even say anything now. No, I mean, you know what? Again, this is an American election. This is the American process. And ultimately, you know, Donald Trump is going to be our 47th president of the United States. Like I said before, let's find out ways to take advantage of it.
Damn.
You know, with the idea that he is going to impose tariffs on other countries, you know, maybe there's some profit in there that you can make. You know, he's a businessman. Try to figure out how to make some money
He's a
and take care of your family.
That man is a businessman. He's a businessman.
He is a businessman.
Y'all don't want no businessman running the country.
It's just very interesting in regards to this.
That's all people see is a businessman. Like when they look at him, that is the only thing they see is him being a businessman.
Honestly, I think when they look at him, they see a celebrity and somebody that they've grown comfortable with over the past 20 years plus of their life. That's what I think. You know, like I always say though, Juice, you know, people don't vote for the person that they feel like they can't sit down and have a beer with. They vote for the person they feel like they can sit down and have a beer with. And that's a problem
to me.
I feel you. And then that means
Kamala had no chance, is what you're telling me.
Look,
she had no chance.
After I go down the rabbit hole, we'll really believe why she had no chance at all.
Should we just go down and down?
Let's go down the
rabbit hole.
All right, Truth Nation. Look, when we do come back, we are about to go down the rabbit hole. If you don't know what a rabbit hole is, it is a piece of information that you find on the internet that takes you from one piece of information you find on the internet to the next piece of information you find on the internet.
Another lie.
Until your curiosity is satisfied.
No real answers, just lies.
So today,
just suspicions. just that might mean something in the next 100 years.
Look, I will tell y'all this, okay? All this is real. All this is real.
I bet it is,
Carrie Noni Juice is just in her feelings right now.
I bet it's all real. I bet every single rabbit hole we ever been down is 100% real.
It's real. Think about it. When we talked about what we talked about this last week.
You know what? Michelle Obama ain't even a woman. That's real. That's a conspiracy theory.
I think she is a woman.
Them ain't even they kids.
But I ain't never said that though.
That's a conspiracy theory. People be putting out there.
The conspiracies that I throw out are real. All right. That's why we're here on the truth.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Disclaimer, letting y'all know.
Right. They're real for sure.
Accusations.
Yep, they're real.
Haters, man, I tell you.
Haters.
Okay. But with that being said, Truth Nation, we may talk about the strange things at the bottom of the ocean, or we may talk about the aliens in space. But today, we're going to talk about all 47 presidents and how they're all connected in some way, shape, fashion, or form. It's your boy Ben Jammin, and when we come back, we're gonna go down the rabbit hole.
Don't touch that dial. You are jamming with Juice on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to our 1017 The Truth YouTube channel. The Truth app is home for all the Milwaukee Panther content you would want.
He'll dart baseline, and he will tomahawk it home with his right hand.
From conversations on the airwaves.
We're going to defend every board up the floor and every bounce and every pass. And we've got good depth, and you have to have good depth for the way we play.
To game highlights.
And at the top, rises for three over Young and buries it.
Find The Roar on the Truth app, Apple, Spotify, and wherever else you get your podcasts to keep up with Panthers hoops.
What are some of the things that we need to really focus on to get our fair share of these opportunities, i.e. access to capital?
You know, it's very important to always think about building a strong business plan, understanding the financial parameters around what you're trying to accomplish, building great networks and great relationships so you can have partnerships in building out your dream, and then finding a good financial partner like Old National to help really orchestrate your vision of the organization. And then, as you know, DT, you wouldn't be where you're at because you're phenomenal, doing great work. And then you have to really have to go to work. If you have that dream, you have that vision, the business plan, the financial piece, then you have to really work at it and keep building.
Learn more about the Old National Bank Small Business Empowerment Loan by visiting oldnational.com/small business or contact a small business banker at Old National Bank.
Protect your dream home with American Family Insurance, and you can weather any storm. You'll also save up to 25% by bundling home, auto, and life. American Family Insurance. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com. Products are not available in every state. Discounts may not apply to all coverages on an auto or home policy. Discounts do not apply to life insurance policies. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating companies, American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
They treated me like family.
They're actually people that you can depend on.
They made me feel seen. They really treated me like I was a part of their family, a part of their team.
They ask how you're doing, how you're feeling.
They're just so welcoming and so sweet and kind.
It's like family, caring about another member of the family.
If you've been injured, it costs you nothing to see if Gruber Law Offices can help.
At Milwaukee College Prep, they believe that every child deserves a chance to reach their full potential. Unfortunately, in Milwaukee, this is not always the case. Research shows the educational opportunity gap between white and black students is twice the national average. This is why Milwaukee College Prep is committed to eliminating this gap. In fact, MCP scholars tested advanced or proficient at a rate nearly 8 times higher than the other predominantly black public schools in Milwaukee. Provide your student with the best educational opportunity by visiting MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com. College bound, character strong.
This is Jammin' with Juice on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Shout out to the Juicy Jammers riding the wave.
And now I'm here, and you're sitting there cold stairs, wishing you was here when back then I'll be right there, but I had a little treat myself bad, cause you never could've. And ever since I chose to stay true, say motherfucker me, no motherfucker you couldn't trust me, I couldn't trust you.
Behind every minority and women-owned business is a dream, and sometimes growing that dream takes extra funding. The Associated Bank Community Uplift Loan Program is here to turn your business dreams into reality. Apply online and get up to $50,000 in as little as one business day. With competitive rates and more accessible credit score requirements, we're making it easier than ever to fuel your company's growth. Let us uplift your business with the support it deserves. Visit AssociatedBank.com/uplift to learn more. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Welcome back, you guys. It's Jammin' with Juice, and it is Thursday. So you already know, we got to go down the Benjamin Rabbit Hole.
Truth Nation, where's my notes at?
Pull them up.
So you know what, Truth Nation and all the Juicy Jammers tapping in right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. Again, like we said, and you even started this show, it did hurt not seeing Kamala Harris not become the 47th president of the United States. You know, Kerry voted for her. I voted for her. So many black and all the black people really voted for Kamala Harris. They wanted to throw out the narrative that black men weren't supporting her, but they came in at 75% of the vote. All right. Mm-hmm. However, that's neither here nor there when I talk about my rabbit hole, because I guess, in all honesty, my rabbit hole started there. You know, me scrolling through my phone and finding out that ultimately Kamala Harris would not be the 47th president of the United States. So I had to do my due diligence, you know. I came here to the truth. We talked about it. We discussed. I aired out my grievances. Mm-hmm. I told folks what I really felt. I told people out there that ultimately, you know, this does reflect our society, what our society wanted, because ultimately the American people spoke. They spoke and said that they wanted a 34 felony count felon to be president. They said these types of things, right? This is what the American people voted for. This is where my rabbit hole began. The election. Just trying to figure this out. How could this happen? Why did people not vote for Kamala Harris how they should have? That's really what I'm feeling. I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, maybe, they didn't vote for her because she's black, right? The American people didn't want to vote for Kamala Harris because she was black. Maybe that was the biggest reasons, right? But then I thought about it. That couldn't be further from the truth. That has to be a lie. Want to know why I thought it was a lie? Because back in 2008, 2012, we the American people, voted Barack Obama in twice. We, the American people. That means black, white, Indian, Asian, and everybody else, even the undocumented immigrants. Okay, everybody voted for Barack Obama. So it couldn't be because she was black. Then I thought to myself, well, damn it, maybe it was a sexist issue. Maybe it was a gender issue. Maybe it's because she's a woman. And America didn't want no powerful woman leading the country.
Right, they tried it once before.
Right? And that's what I thought. I thought about that, right? I was like, okay, maybe it was because she was a woman. Maybe that's the biggest reasons why. But back in 2016, the American people, the popular vote, actually voted for Hillary Clinton to win the election. But that did not happen due to the Electoral College warning Donald Trump. And it made me go further down my rabbit hole, Truth Nation, because I had to get to the bottom of it, Juice. I had to figure out what the hell is really going on.
Because people were just scratching the surface.
Yeah, people just scratching the surface. People just out here watching on the CNNs, listening on 101.7 The Truth, and just thinking to themselves, damn, I did what I was supposed to do. I woke up and I went to go vote. And hey, if the person that I voted for didn't win, then that's just the American due process. And then I had to go further down the rabbit hole on this so-called elections that we do, all these so-called votes that we participate in every 4 years for the president. And I thought to myself, are these presidents related? I thought to myself, doesn't Barack Obama and George Bush look a little similar when you think about the head shape? I thought about these things. And as I went further down the rabbit hole, Truth Nation, you can actually Google these things. You can actually go on Ancestry.com. I'm finna cite my sources. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Let me see. Let me go into my notes really quick. I'm gonna cite my sources for y'all really quick. Just before I go down this rabbit hole. Hold on, give me a moment. Give me a moment. Here we are. So, hey, White Widow! There we go. Okay. These sources, all right, you can find on Ancestry.com and MyHeritage.com, New England Historic Genealogical Society, all right, Burke's Peerage, all right, known as the Bible of aristocratic lineage, published books and articles on presidential ancestry, and genealogical societies and presidential libraries, right? So I say all this to say that did you not know that 33 of the presidents that we have or elected into presidency are all related in some way, shape, or form? Did you know that all of them are actually related to a former king of England named King John? Most notorious for signing the Magna Carta in 1200 AD. And I found this to be quite odd. I got to thinking to myself, like, wait, if this is the case, like, who are the family members? Like, this took me further down the rabbit hole. I'm like, come on now, you telling me that 33 out of the 47 presidents that we've elected are directly linked to this gentleman? And I'm like, okay, well, let's see. Let's go down the family tree. And I thought to myself, as I did my research, I was baffled. I was like, oh my God, did y'all not know that Barack Obama and closest living relative, especially when we talk about the bloodline of this presidential DNA, was Lyndon B. Johnson? I was like, oh man. And then, for obvious reasons, George Bush and George H.W. Bush, that's father and son. And then you got John Quincy Adams and John Adams. And as I went further and further down my rabbit hole, I realized that these people are all linked to Abraham Lincoln, all the way up to George Washington, and even much so, I mean, hey, this is just Ben Jammin in 2024 doing this type of research. Even much so, about 12 to 13 years ago, a young 7th grader actually did the research herself. I stumbled across this. After doing my own very, very much research, I stumbled across this. I was like, my God. She goes and says that, invents a whole diagram or a diaphragm about all the presidents who are related and all linked. And again, it all trickled back down to this one king, all pointed back down to this one king. So ultimately, I say this all to say, Truth Nation, Kamala Harris couldn't have won. Want to know why she couldn't have won? Because she has no British DNA. She has no Scottish DNA. Donald Trump and Barack Obama are actually cousins. Distant cousins, but cousins in fact. Joe Biden, John F. Kennedy, cousins. So the American process, when it comes down to voting for our election, we think we control it. We think that we vote for the person that we want to vote for, but truthfully indeed, they go off of a bloodline. They go off a bloodline. Whoever has the strongest DNA is going to win. Why do y'all believe now? It kind of opens up an idea now where Donald Trump was, hey, they stole the vote. They stole the election. He was over here basically just trying to say that, look, my ancestral DNA, my lineage, my bloodline is stronger than Joe Biden's bloodline. All right? That's it for the rabbit hole, Truth Nation. I had to put that out there. I had to let y'all know that ultimately all these presidents are connected. They all go down an actual bloodline. And I know it sounds crazy to think, but just go ahead and do your own research. What do you think about that now, Juice? The fact that, Kamala Harris couldn't have been the actual president, could not actually win, because basically she's Jamaican and Indian. And last time I checked, neither one of them are white.
I guess what I would say to that is more of a question. I don't know if you have the answer to it, but did your sources look up their opponents and see if their opponents were also linked to this bloodline?
I actually never really looked at the opponents to see how that trickled down.
Because then if they both were, then how was it decided?
The stronger bloodline, just like I just brought out there.
So
with
just a stronger one.
Yeah, whoever has a stronger bloodline. Like, again, even with Hillary Clinton versus Donald Trump, right? Bill Clinton is attached to this bloodline. She was just married into the Clinton family. You know what I'm saying? So Donald Trump was supposed to win anyway because, again, his bloodline is stronger.
So is Joe Biden's bloodline stronger?
His is stronger due to his, I think it's his, let me go back. I believe it's his Scottish or Polish heritage. Hold on, let me look back. Because Joe Biden is actually directly linked again to the Bush family, Gerald Ford and Franklin D. Roosevelt. That's what it is. It's English and Irish heritage. And if you think about the old country, that's basically what America is based off of. It's based off of, England and Ireland, the kingdoms that used to be in the old country. And they all came over here, colonized America, and a lot of these presidents, you can trace their DNA back down to the 13 colonies, which relates back to the to England and, again, Ireland.
I hope you have some bloodline in you, because then you will not be the president in 2052, Benjamin. I think you should look that up to see if you are in that bloodline, because I know you keep saying you're going to be the president in 2052, but it looks like the odds might not be in your favor.
I mean, I'm black AF. I'm really black out here.
Yeah.
So ultimately, I don't know if I'll ever really be the president. Now, it kind of crushed my dreams after I did my research going down the rabbit hole, because ultimately, I do have some German in me, and I definitely have a little Irish in me, but I don't know if I'm direct descendant of this gentleman named King John. It'd be nice to know, because then I could really run for president. Or maybe I am. And when I shook Barack Obama's hand, he felt it. So when I told him I'm going to be the president in 2052, he said okay. He didn't tell me no. All right, maybe I am a part of that lineage. All right, maybe I really am going to be the president in 2052, and Barack Obama already foresaw that. Because, me and him are cousins and stuff. So all I'm saying is, Truth Nation, do we even really vote for who's going to be in, or is this all based off of a bloodline? Hell, why do y'all really believe that Kamala Harris couldn't win? Do you think it's because she wasn't a part of this royal bloodline, as people would say? Or do you think it's just because she's a woman, or because she's black? Call in, text in, 833-212-1017. I want to know why y'all believe Kamala Harris could not have been the 47th president of the United States.
Period. Keep it locked, y'all. It's Jammin' with Juice.
Jammin' with Juice returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube.
Tune into the award-winning 1017 The Truth this Saturday at 10 a.m. for another episode of Diversity and Excellence powered by Erie Insurance and hosted by Dr. Ken Harris and Fred Johnson, the Vice President and Wisconsin State Manager for Erie Insurance. They'll be joined by Doc Kurt, an auto adjuster at Erie Insurance. He will walk you through a step-by-step process of what auto adjusters do and give you tips on what to look out for to make sure you maximize on the value of your vehicle. Don't miss Diversity and Excellence powered by Erie Insurance this Saturday at 10 a.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
It's 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Get the look you want for your home with customizable windows and doors from Pella. The durability of materials gets tested tens of thousands of times to ensure they last for years to come. Pella offers custom colors and innovative features like shades between the glass. And right now, celebrate Gina Della's 60th birthday with 0 for 60. Put 0 down, get 0 interest for up to 60 months. Hold your appointment on or before November 8th. Certain restrictions apply. Visit PellaWI.com.
You said you'd never buy your kid candy from the checkout aisle. Or forget extra diapers. And never give in to a meltdown. You'd never lick your thumb to clean their face. Never let them have too much screen time. And never bribe them for just one more bite. You say you'd never let them out in public without their hair brushed. Never, ever become a minivan mom. And you'd never give them your phone for a quiet dinner.
Calling boss work phone.
So when you say you'd never leave your child in a hot car, no, it can happen. Cars get hot fast, and kids can be at risk in temperatures as low as 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other, leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, Teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
This is Jammin' with Juice on 1017 The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Shout out to the Juicy Jammers riding the wave.
Make certain that you do go cop Hollywood Hooks. Hollywood Hooks with a Z at the end. It's on Spotify, Apple Music, and it is your boy, Benjamin's music, but also the person you listen to right now. With your girl, Noni Juice, and DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. And we're just coming back from going down the rabbit hole, Truth Nation. And if y'all want to know what the rabbit hole was all about, it was all about why Kamala Harris, in my opinion, could not have been elected. And I thought about it, did some research, and I found out that there is indeed a royal bloodline that connects all of the presidents together. And actually, since I got the list right here, I'm gonna go down the list of all the American presidents who are related. 1. George Washington, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, James Monroe, John Quincy Adams, William Henry Harrison, Zachary Taylor, Franklin Pierce, James Buchanan, Abraham Lincoln, Ulysses Grant, Rutherford B. Hayes, James Garfield, Chester Arthur, Grover Cleveland, Benjamin Harrison, William McKinley, Theodore Roosevelt, William Taft, Woodrow Wilson, Warren Harding, Calvin Coolidge, Herbert Hoover, Franklin D. Roosevelt, Harry Truman, Dwight Eisenhower, Lyndon B. Johnson, Richard Nixon, Gerald Ford, Jimmy Carter, George H.W. Bush, George W. Bush, Barack Obama, Joe Biden, Donald Trump. The only one who was a president who was not actually related to any of the other presidents was the 8th president, and that is Martin Van Buren. But I found that all to be pretty crazy as to why I feel like Kamala Harris could not have been the 47th president. Because she wasn't part of the bloodline. But call in, Truth Nation, 833-212-1017. Let us know why you feel Kamala Harris couldn't have been the president of the United States or why she wasn't elected.
All right, let's go to the lines. We got Enlightenment on the line. What's poppin', Juicy Jammer?
Enlighten me, Enlightenment.
Hey, so I feel like she didn't win, not just because people are related, but you got to think about it. She wasn't the first woman who lost the campaign. The first one was white, so it really ain't got nothing to do with her skin complexion.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, I feel it's really about God's will. And I apologize for saying this, Juice, but I don't feel like God want no woman to run nothing, because when you look back at them biblical times, look at Eve. She led us into what we in right now.
I understand.
So if we in what we in right now because of something that she did, you got too much power over men. So men is gonna listen to you. They're gonna follow after you. They're gonna do what they supposed to do. It's not. And here's why I say this again, because Trump is the perfect candidate. I called before and I told y'all we living in our last days. We in the book of Revelation right now.
What part? What part of Enlightenment? What part? What part I need to know?
I feel like we somewhere in the Revelation, because you know it's been a lot of speculations about how Russia planned to attack us. I know you heard about the EMP blast, the electromagnetic pulse. Trump is the only idiot that will do something crazy enough for Russia to really want to do something to us. He's the only one. Putin already don't like him.
So you feel
he don't like him.
So do you feel like Donald Trump is a sign in the book of Revelations that the end times are near? You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you, Enlightenment. You know, I have a theory. I do have a theory. I don't believe that Donald Trump. I don't believe that Donald Trump is like the Antichrist, but I do believe that he is one of the trumpets that God talked about in the Bible. And you know, God talks in metaphors in the Bible, right? And his very first running mate was Pence. And when you think about putting their names together, it was Trump Pence. You know what I'm saying? Whole world heard it, and
that's another rabbit hole.
Yeah, another rabbit hole.
To Enlightenment's point about women not being able to lead based off of the Bible, that was in the Old Testament, sir. And if you read the New Testament, that does not apply. So
what New Testament are you talking about?
The one in the Bible. Which one are you talking about?
Quote the verse.
What do you mean quote the verse? It's the whole New Testament. It ain't just one verse, bro. But it's pretty much is about, in the New Testament, it's about Jesus and your belief and your faith in him. It has nothing to do with
And him.
Okay, bro, what?
I'm questioning.
Because Jesus ain't a woman. What are you talking about?
I'm trying to find out what you
just trying to poke at me, and I'm allowing you to poke at me. So you know what? You
said a woman can lead.
I'm gonna go to the next caller because you're being ignorant and you trying to like poke at me. I don't want you to poke at me.
I really will say this before we answer that phone. I really did think that Kamala Harris was gonna win as being the first woman president in America, simply because Mexico elected their first female president. So hey, just want to throw that out there.
Great. All right. 833-212-1017.
I'm on your side.
We're going to Miss Evelyn. Miss Evelyn was popping.
Hello, Eve called in. Now we got Eve.
Eve calling in.
Hello. Hello. The other connection that people don't realize is that George Washington was a Freemason. and all the presidents since him are Freemasons. And the other connection is no descendants of slaves can ever become president. And so they are all connected to Freemasons. And like the young man was saying, Barack Obama is very connected, and he has no slave ancestors. So by his dad being straight out of Africa, Kenya, he has none of their
slave
ancestors were slaves.
Yep.
And so people do not think about that. Freemasons is a secret society. Women are not allowed. Women have their own orders that they can join, but they cannot be part. So I knew that Donald Trump was going to win.
There it is. Sarate. Thank you so much, Evelyn, for calling in, and God bless you. Y'all be thinking I'm crazy, but I be telling all people the truth. Freemasonry is real, all right? The School of Skull and Bones is real, all right? These different secret organizations that actually do rule the government are real, all right? Bohemian Grove, that's an actual thing. Camp David, invented by President Eisenhower. I'm telling you guys, y'all better look into some of this stuff. Educate yourself. That's why we on the truth.
833-212-1017. Let's go to Black Conscious. What's poppin'? Juicy Jammer.
Nod yourself in good health, both of you. That young brother that just left, talk about a woman can't lead. A woman led you all the way up until you was moved out of her house. I'm talking about the mothers of the world. So they can lead you in some form of fashion. Also, God is a woman. Also, what Kamala went wrong at is when she talked about what she's going to do for us as black men. Barack Obama stopped short of that, and that's why everybody didn't turn to him. They do not want us to come up whatsoever. But when you put a plan and policy in to bring some revenue or to uplift us, that's when they were like, oh, hell to the no, this ain't going to happen. So what we need to do is start strategizing, getting ready for these local events, local elections, and stop worrying about how she lost. It's just that, she lost. Let's move on. Let's not spend months and months and months on why, how, and when she lost. We just know she lost. So, with that being said, live righteous, Milwaukee, and love, y'all.
God bless you, BC, but God ain't a woman.
Why you say it like that?
I just wanted to BC. I respect BC. That's my boy. Black Conscious, much love to you. God ain't a woman, man. God ain't a man either, though. Like, God is an entity more powerful than both separate energies. Yes. Come on now. You think he's going to give me masculine energy and give you feminine energy and he don't got both energies plus some? That's God. Come on now.
We both have both masculine and feminine energies in us, but whatever. Tony from Tulsa, what's poppin', Juicy Jammer?
Man, I don't know what is going on with this line. People are talking crazy. The last caller, I was like, look, I'm going to just go, I'm going to address the issue in just a sec. I just want to get this out of the way. This is the deal. A woman cannot teach a man how to be a man, period. That's not how that works. There's no time in history that a woman can teach a man how to be a man. Only a man can teach a man how to be a man. So let's cut that short. The other deal is, Noni, I really need you to get out your feelings and then do some more digging of why she lost. And the real is you need to put your vigor.
Why do you think she lost, Mr. Tony from Tulsa? Can I hear your reasonings?
I will tell you why she lost.
Yes.
And there's a multitude of reasons why she lost.
Okay.
But the deal is, the main reason, and this is where you need to put your vigor at, is that Biden knew from the beginning how bad of a candidate she was. Remember, in 2020, she was the very first one to fall out the race because she was so bad. her campaign staff. She continuously had a rotating door with the campaign staff because she was just that bad. Even in 2021, when she was in office as vice president, her staff left. I was like, you can look this stuff up. It's not conjecture. This is fact. And so Biden felt like, okay, this is the way you're going to try to get me out of there. I am going to endorse her because remember, Nancy Pelosi, nor did Barry Soetoro, Barack Obama, that's what you guys call him, did not endorse Kamala. It took a while because they wanted a broker convention. They wanted Greg Richmond out of Michigan. They wanted the governor out of Ohio, and they wanted I can't remember the guy out of California right now. His name eludes me. But they wanted that broker convention. Yeah, Gavin Newsom. Mm-hmm. So they wanted to actually have a broker convention so people can actually vote where democracy would step into place, not what just had happened. And so it was like, okay, Biden said, this is the way I'm going to get back at you. And I know what's going to happen because this is how flawed of a candidate she is. She wouldn't answer questions. When she got challenged, she would get super testy. And then she only would go on script. She could not. And that's the deal, Noni. This is what I want you to see. When you live so much into your own bubble, you don't get outside of that and you don't see why other people. I'm not a fan of Trump.
You know,
but I sat and listened. I sat and listened to him. I sat and listened to him talk about that whole garbage truck thing. And you're just like, man, this dude is really kind of funny and personable. But you would never get that side out of her. And so that's why people just like, one, again, like you keep saying, the businessman. And two, the guy is personable. Like him or not, he's able to demand a room and talk to people. Mm-hmm. The same thing he did with Kim Jong-un. We've been doing the same thing with North Korea for decades. And he was the only one to go talk to him. And then nothing really happened under him. So it's just like, dude, what are we doing? This is the reason why she lost. She's not personal. She's robotic. And she's willing to put any quarter or battery they put in her back, she's willing to say. And she could not go off script. That was the reason why she lost. And then, I don't want to get into the black thing, but I will tell you, look at Candace Owens. She went all the way back to the 1700s of her family tree. She ain't never had nobody black in her family. Indian and Irish slave owners. That's what was in her family. And I land my plane with that.
Thank you so much, Tony from Tulsa, for saying a whole lot of nothing.
Oh, come on.
Saying a whole lot of nothing, Tony from Tulsa. You mean to tell me that the entire world voted for Trump because he's personable? I didn't know a rapist, a sexist person, a misogynist person, a bigot, a fascist. I didn't know that type of person could be personable. Y'all saying that she was always on script, right? That brother had no nothing. He didn't answer questions. He just knew how to jibber jabber. That is all that brother knew how to do was jibber jabber. And y'all sitting over here saying he's personable? He didn't have plans. He had concepts of plans. He never really told y'all for real what he wanted to do other than get immigrants about the country. Honestly. That was one of the biggest things that he was about to die, the hill he was going to die on. And you know what? It's just so crazy. It is so, but this is exactly what I'm talking about, y'all. This is exactly what I'm talking about. I'm scared only because of the people who I am surrounded by in this society, because y'all are ignorant, y'all are idiotic, y'all are uneducated, and you are willing to vote for someone who you think is a cool guy? And it's like he ain't even showing nothing of why he's cool. He look crazy. He's orange. His eyes, you can tell he gets terrible tans. His hair ain't his hair. Like, he ain't even a cool guy, bro. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy to me. Y'all crazy. Y'all are just crazy. But you know what? I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised because this is where we are at today. And we got the president that reflects society, and y'all don't even see it. Y'all don't even see it. And I know that now America has less competent individuals in it than I thought. It's crazy. Wow. But you know what? I appreciate you, Tony from Tulsa, because you proved my point. He proved my point.
What was the point that he proved?
I already said it, so you weren't listening. So you're part of the group.
So, Juice, I just want to throw this out there because I got to underscore something we did a part of the whole
Please do.
Harris campaign.
Please do, because I know where you're going.
Because ultimately, I think that is something that people would agree with. The fact is that a lot of times that when she did hit her press run, media runs, it didn't feel as personable. However, when she had an interview with us, it was a personable interview. It's something that humanized her. A lot of people would have actually said that they didn't know which Kamala they were finna get because there's a Kamala who's Indian, there's a Kamala who talks like she's around black people, then there's a whole nother Kamala. And these are three different Kamalas. When it came down to Trump, we knew exactly who we were going to get, despite him already being the president prior to. Look, end of the day, I said before, I say again, people care about who they can have a beer with and sit down with. And the actual bloodline as well.
But bro, I know you saying that, and I understand where you coming from with that, but that does not make it right.
I ain't saying it's right.
But I guess what I'm saying what is just to honestly, say it that doesn't hold no weight because it's like that does not make it right. The fact that people are gonna choose people who they can kick it with, that's scary. That who they can kick it with, even though they're a terrible person and they are unfit to run a country, they are uneducated. It don't matter because I like to kick it with this dude. He throw really great parties, right? You'll vote for somebody who just throw really great parties
I think
to run the country?
I think the American people
That's insane to me. That's scary to me.
So what do we do about it then, Juice?
What can you do?
What do we do?
What can you do? What can you do?
Really, it's a question more so about human behavior. Now, that's really what we're talking about.
Exactly. So what can you do? What can you do? We still trying to figure it out.
833-212-1017.
I guess we are going to wrap up we're going to talk about this more on the other side. So keep it locked to Jammin' with Juice.
More of Jammin' with Juice is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to 1017 The Truth on YouTube so you don't miss a drop of juice on Jammin' with Juice. The Milwaukee Panthers hit the road Thursday night as they travel to Iowa to take on the Northern Iowa Panthers.
We have confirmed that. Back goes John Lovelace Jr. transition dunk on a tomahawk for Johnny.
Scott Warris has the coverage Thursday starting at 6:30 p.m. on 1017 The Truth and the Milwaukee Panthers Sports Network from Learfield.
Stillwell offensive rebound, spin, score, and a foul.
Tip-off happens at 7 o'clock.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With limited incomes not keeping up with the lingering effects of inflation, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
Educators Credit Union is dedicated to helping college students along their journey. Each year, they award $70,000 in scholarships to 35 outstanding high school seniors in southeastern Wisconsin. So, mark your calendars. Applications open on January 13th, 2024. They also offer resources like the ECU College Planning Center to help students successfully prepare for college. For more information on these tools and to apply for the scholarship, visit ecu.com. Federally insured by NCUA.
It's your girl Noni Juice here from my people at Steinhafels. And you guys, Black Friday furniture and mattress savings, they start right now at Steinhafels. You can get all the latest looks at the season's best prices, like mattresses starting at just $199, recliners at $449, sofas at $499, and more. Plus, you can pay with Steinhafels' special 18-month 0% financing when you purchase $799 or more. No money down, no hidden fees. Shop Steinhafels' Black Friday savings now, in store or online at steinhafels.com.
Wisconsin is as hard-working of a place as you'll ever find. People here are tough, but even the toughest among us need help after a serious accident. At Gruber Law Offices, we won't stop fighting for you and your family. One call, that's all.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
More of Jammin' with Juice is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to 1017 The Truth on YouTube so you don't miss a drop of juice on Jammin' with Juice.
What up, Troop Nation? It is your girl, Noni Juice, and guess what? Black Friday furniture and mattress savings start right now at Steinhafels. You can get all the latest looks at the season's best prices, like mattresses starting at just $199, recliners at $449, sofas at $499, and more. Plus, you can pay with Steinhafels' special 18-month 0% financing when you purchase $799 or more. No money down, no hidden fees. Shop Steinhafels' Black Friday savings now, in-store or online at steinhafels.com. We're about to wrap up this hour with a bow because you get 2 hours of us today. You're welcome.
It's amazing.
But yeah, no, y'all really got me messed up. Why? That's all I'll say.
Because they said a woman can't lead? It's because in the Bible, God doesn't say that a woman can lead? Is that why you're upset?
Because y'all are crazy. That's why.
Are you upset the fact that Kamala Harris didn't win the presidential election? Is that why you're mad? Get it off your chest.
I did already. Y'all calling me crazy. It don't matter what I say.
I mean,
like,
I told
being rational, it's not cool anymore.
I'm telling y'all, it's a presidential bloodline, and that they vote off of who has the strongest bloodline. I'm telling y'all.
Well, you need to either stop saying you about to be the president in 2052 or get your bloodline together.
I gotta look at my white people in my DNA. Hopefully, I got somebody in there that was part of the English royal empire. Somebody.
I see we got G
you got
and
any white cousins out there?
Third Eye on the line, but we only got like a minute left of this segment. So please, like, y'all hold on, y'all. We about to do another 2 hours, so I want to make sure that we do get to y'all because your voices are important and you matter. That is what I'll say.
That's all?
Huh? What?
Yeah, because we just get another hour, right?
You're crazy.
We'll be doing the 1 to 2 of Tori's.
And Eastside Corey, I don't know what you talking about in this YouTube chat here, but you saying that this thing got me hot. You said sometimes we have to learn to keep our emotions out of the way of business. This is a major difference between men and women.
Ooh.
What? What?
Ooh. He said you're not thinking logical. You're using your heart, not your brain, son.
Oh, okay. Got it.
That's what he's saying.
I think we need to unpack that.
Let's unpack it.
We need to unpack it because that's ridiculous. So make sure y'all keep it locked because we got hour 2 of Jammin' with Juice on the other side.
Truth Nation, Gruber Law Offices and The Truth have raised the stakes for this year. The One Call That's All Gruber Cash giveaway is now a $5K giveaway. Yes, you heard it right. $5,000 giveaway. Every weekday on 1017 The Truth, you will have the chance to be entered to win the $5K giveaway. Listen to The Truth for the One Call That's All cue to call for your chance to win $5,000. Gruber Law Offices, One Call That's All. Visit 1017thetruth.com for official contest rules.
It started with a prediction.
We'll go out there and play basketball and win.
And how many games?
6.
It became the culture.
Chance of Bucks in 6.
Being a Bucks fan means you live and breathe Bucks in 6. Brandon Jennings created the prophecy. Tune into Behind the Bucks, the story of Brandon Jennings on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, and streaming wherever you get your podcasts.
That's for the culture.
Truth Nation, let us take a second to brag for a moment. There is no other station in the country where you get a front row seat to hear from some of the biggest names in politics, pop culture, and sports. People like President Joe Biden.
Black child poverty was cut in half in 2021. We built black wealth, 15 million jobs nationwide, more than 2.5 million for black Americans. Black wealth is up 60% since the pandemic.
Former President Donald Trump's son, Eric Trump.
Guys, we almost had a former president and very likely future president
assassinated on live TV. Like, you know what that would have done for this country? You know what that would have made our country look like? We would look like a banana republic.
And Brewers All-Star and former National League MVP Christian Yelich.
Listen, you already know.
Yeah, we were just in LA, so we heard our fair share of Kendrick out there in LA. Dodger Stadium has one of the best sound systems in baseball too.
Tap into the award-winning and nationally recognized 1017 The Truth by downloading the Truth app, listening live on 1017thetruth.com, and streaming us live at 1017 The Truth on YouTube.
If anyone knows the joy of rescuing animals, it's me. Just ask my rescues, who are all very important members of my family. Your life can also be forever changed by adopting a shelter pet. And it's not just about happiness your pet gets from finding a loving home, but that which you'll get from bringing them into your life. The heroes at American Humane have been helping animals for more than 140 years, whether it's rescuing animals caught in disasters, ensuring the safety of animals stars on the screen, or protecting our planet's endangered species. They go above and beyond to further their mission and make the world a kinder place for animals. Please consider adopting a shelter pet and support American Humane. You can learn more at AmericanHumane.org.
Brought to you by American Humane.
Breaking news, weather, entertainment, and sports. We have it all here. This is 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
DJ Brother Z, holla at me.
Juice, you ready?
Oh, I'm ready. Benjamin, are you ready?
Let's get it.
They don't even know what's about to happen.
We're about to take over the world. See, what y'all don't understand is everything that's old is done. But everything that's new, that's us.
It's getting real juicy.
It's amazing.
Voices defining a generation.
You grow up thinking the world is all roses and bunnies and things like that, and literally, and it's not.
The most impactful commentary.
I am taught to protect women and children and die for my country. These are the types of things I'm taught. Sure, I put my life on the line. Sure, I could have died that day or whatever, but these are the types of things that come along with being a man. At least I would have died with my honor.
Real news, real lives, and the juiciest conversations.
Noni. It's really juicy.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studios in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here are your award-winning hosts, Ben Jammin and Carrie Noni Juice.
That right? Hey.
Yay.
Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
First.
Welcome back, y'all, for hour 2 of Jammin' with Juice today. Thank you guys so much for sticking along with us here on hour 2. We are discussing, well, it was Rabbit Hole Thursday for y'all who are Tory Lowe's audience. We did a Benjamin Rabbit Hole, okay? And his question to the people, to all of our Juicy Jammers out there, for all of you new folks, our Juicy Jammers, what is the real reason why Kamala Harris lost? Is it because she doesn't have the correct bloodline to make her a winner, to make her deserving of sitting in that presidential seat? That is what Benjamin. I know you don't have an umbrella on inside right now, Benjamin.
What are you talking about? Go ahead, go to the YouTube right now, Truth Nation. Okay, look.
These are the people we're arguing with, y'all. I just want to say that. Shout out to Not Really a City Girl, who said, as the dust settles, we will also be here sharing our thoughts. It's healthy and needed. And that is true, okay? That is what Jammin' Juice is about, you guys. Just sharing your thoughts and opinions. We ain't here to judge nobody. We might argue a little bit, but it's all love at the end of the day. So let us know, you guys. 833-212-1017. Benjamin has an umbrella up. I'm not gonna get thrown off by him though. I'm gonna stay focused.
Stay focused.
I'm gonna stay focused
don't worry about what I got going on.
Cause you really, we finally get a 2-hour show and this is what you do.
Look,
this is what you do.
Old National Bank, go to it. All right, that's all I'm saying.
Anyway, 833-212-1017. What is the reason why you think, the real reason why you think Kamala Harris lost the election? I want to go to the lines to G. Thank you so much for holding. G, what's poppin', Juicy Jammer?
Hey, how you doing? And Ben Jammin. I agree with you, Ms. Noni Juice.
What? Me?
I'm glad that you're not fooled by all this chaotic stuff that's going on out here. That guy Tony from Tulsa.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where. He has the right to his opinion, but I think he's totally wrong about her. If that was the case, why did his boy run away and he was scared to have another debate? Because she whooped him the first time and she was going to whoop him the second time. And how can you want to hang out with a habitual liar?
Right.
I just don't, it just shows the character of our country and where we're headed.
Yep, the identity,
I think
true
racism,
identity. Mm-hmm.
The true identity has been revealed. I think racism has a lot to do with why she lost. 52% of white women did vote for her.
Right.
And people, for some strange reason, will vote against their own best interests. And there's no fear tactic here, but we'll see in a couple of years what's going to happen, because remember he said he didn't know anything about Project 2025.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But they're starting to implement it already.
Already.
If you pay attention to it. Already, they're working on it already. But he didn't know nothing about it. Y'all remember that.
Mm-hmm.
That you want to sit down and have a beer with this guy, He may have you serving the beer, but I don't think he'll sit down and have a beer with him. I wouldn't want to have a beer with him.
Me either. What are we going to talk about?
Yeah. So I just want to put that out there.
Well, thank you so much, G.
Things were turning around, so we'll see in a couple of years, and a lot of people are going to be calling this radio show crying because of the things that are being done to the American people, all of us. So we all got to just stick together and pray about it, and things will be okay. But we'll just wait and see what happens. Thanks for taking my call. Thank you.
Thank you so much, G. I'm not laughing at you, G. I'm just laughing at Ben because, he is such a character right now with this umbrella and inside, by the way.
I just gotta say though, just to piggyback off of what G said, and honestly, even what you said, G,
what I say, Ben?
I mean, in all honesty, it is pretty sad.
We can't see your face on the YouTube chat, just so you know.
Can y'all see Old National Bank's umbrella?
Oh, that's all you? Okay, got it.
All right.
Your face isn't needed. Got it.
Nah. I am the face of Old National Bank.
Just think, if you want to clip this up, they'll just hear a umbrella talking. So
that's true. But with that being said, right? I do agree with you though, Juice. Like this is pretty asinine that we've already went through a Trump presidency. The idea that we allowed him to become the president in 2016, and then here come 2020. All right, and the whole pandemic erupt. Like literally, bro, millions of people died because Donald Trump decided not to go with the pandemic plan that Barack Obama left him. He threw it out. He fired the team, and then people end up dying, and then we still go ahead and elect this gentleman.
And he told y'all to use bleach, bro.
He did tell y'all to use bleach.
What?
And even on top of that, like the idea, and this is why I got the umbrella up, right? Because it's really a rainy day. It's a sad day. And Old National Bank, if you need one, I'm pretty certain you can get an umbrella from them, and you can also get a nice checking account. But that's neither here nor there. Ultimately, what I wanted to say about this whole idea is that, look, banks might not even be around anymore because of Donald Trump. Donald Trump plans to insert loyalists in every faction of this American economy that we know. He says it's going to be the new golden era of America, imposing tariffs on everything, but can't that come back and truly hurt all of the major corporations here in America? Because ultimately, if he puts a tariff on everything, all the imports that we get, like all the things that you say you made in China, is going to be a extra tax put on that. Come on now, what do you think it's going to do to us? But call in, Truth Nation, 833-212-1017. Why do you believe that Kamala Harris could not win or didn't win?
All right, let's go to Third Eye. What's poppin', Juicy Jammer?
I like this.
Hi, everyone. Glad to be on your show.
Thank you.
The last caller before that caller said that he was personable and he was someone that you could kick it with and have a beer. So that's saying that you would want to hang out with a person who has 34 felony counts, 1 conviction, 2 case pending, 2 impeachments, 6 bankruptcies, a rapist, and that is who you want to sit down and be in company with. Also, you wouldn't want to be in company with Diddy, and no one came to his defense to even say I'm his friend and what he's going through. But because of being his whiteness, that's someone you want to sit down and have a beer or even a sandwich with. My next 2 points are that they said a black woman could not leave the country. Did you forget about Harriet Tubman, who personally led 70 slaves to freedom and made 19 trips escorting over 300 slaves to freedom? Did we forget about when we were back in slavery and the white women left us in charge of their babies to be their nannies? We could take care of their kids, but we can't take care of the country. We have always been taking care of the country and this world since the beginning of time when God created us. However, if you research and you read, he stands for the protection of the whiteness of what America stands on. And white America is still mad and running rampant because we allowed a black man who was Barack Obama to become president. They woke up the next day and could not believe that this happened. I don't want to say about, the Masons or whatever. What you saw was white women doing what their husbands told them to do because they are in unity, whether it represents what their needs are, they're going to stand behind their man. However, black men never stands behind their women.
I was letting you talk.
I'm not finished.
No, let her
look
finish.
at it,
let her finish.
I looked at the stats. You're not about to do this.
Let her finish, and then you can do
I'm not finished.
Okay,
However,
well,
the Hispanic men came out and said that they don't believe a woman can run. How many Hispanic women will come out and say the same thing? Because they are too unified when it comes to being in a relationship. You have never heard a Hispanic man disrespect his wife. You have never heard a white man disrespect his wife. But we have always heard on the radio and the lyrics you use, disrespect of black women. My last point on this is, Chris Rock said it good, women don't get along. So why would you expect for the white woman to come out and vote for us when we don't even get along with each other?
My goodness. Third Eye, I appreciate you. Ben, do you have any rebuttals? Because it seemed like you got a lot to say.
You know what, Third Eye? God bless you, and just be safe out there. I respect you, Queen, and just be safe. I love you, all right?
Oh, that is very sweet of you, Benjamin.
But don't get on these radio airwaves talking about the division between black men and black women because we're more unified than ever. I will say this, that black men came out at 75% for voting for Kamala Harris. So black people, we were united on voting for Kamala Harris as president.
Is that okay? Can you give other examples on how you feel like we're united as black people?
Can we move on to the next caller, please?
Can you please let me know some other ways that you feel like black men and black women for sure? Well, honestly, I love that for us. I'm not going to lie to you. I love that for us. But can you give me some other examples here?
Look, you know what? If I had some facts up for y'all right now, I would definitely give it to you. But I'm not gonna do that. Look at Jay-Z and Beyonce. And
please!
Please!
He's cheated on her multiple times, but okay.
We don't know that. We don't know that to be true.
He admitted it. He admitted it, bro. He admitted it. What are you saying? He admitted. So he lied.
I think
so. He lied.
They created a great story. Yes,
whatever.
I think they made a great story so they can make these.
Whatever. All right, we moving on. We're gonna go to Earl. Hold on. Yeah, Earl. What's poppin', Juicy Jammer?
What's going on? How y'all doing today?
Amazing.
I'm doing juicy.
She could have been.
Wait, what?
She should have been president.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Earl.
Okay.
She should have been president due to the fact that my mama raised 11 kids and worked from 7 in the morning to 11 at night some nights. So it's possible, but we got to give her a chance.
Yeah.
I mean, you can have a black woman do everything else. You got to remember, everybody put their cars in their mama name. They put their house in their mama name. They put their bills in their mama name.
Got
or a girl's name.
So in my mama's name. I agree with you, Earl.
Yeah. So the disappointment part is we let that idiot get back in office.
Yeah.
The man is a thug idiot. He killed over 1 million people.
Mm-hmm.
So do anybody, they don't see that?
They don't care, Earl.
And the ideas they have now, it makes me feel like, well, you better go get you a AR-15 and a lot of ammunition. Yeah. I'm not doing it to go kill none of my people. I'm killing it to protect my people because it's to the full fact that they look like they having free will on us. Like if we say something they don't like, we wrong, but they can say anything. How can an idiot that has 500,000 people killed in his time of being in office, that we still accept him, and he should have been in jail? He's going to get off now. I know it. They're going to let him go free because that's why they made him president. That's why they stole the vote. They stole the vote this time.
Agreed.
That's so crazy, Earl. But you know what, man? God bless you, and just be safe out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all I can say is, like I said before, man, I don't care who the president is. Ultimately, this is still God's world. It's God's universe, and this is all God's plan. So you know what? Hopefully, this all makes us better. Or for all the black people out there, I said it before, I'll say it again. I think black people were better underneath the Trump presidency anyway.
Why?
Well, because he was a necessary evil. We actually started talking more about financial literacy amongst each other. We started figuring out our own BS so we can get our stuff together. So all the, what's the word I'm looking for? The head start that they got, we were able to start catching up on. Just throwing that out there. And even with that being said, Donald Trump's idea of bringing back tariffs was back from an idea from the 1900s. And if you really look at it, financially, black people were doing the best right after slavery up until about 1922. So, hey, if we can bring that reign back, let's do it. By golly, all means.
All right, 833-212-1017. Let's go to Wes real quick before we take a pause for the cause here. Wes, what's poppin', Juicy Jammer?
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking my call. Make it as fast as I can because I know you got to go to break. Juicy, I'm cleaning off the soda on my windshield right now after you called your listeners not informed. I only listen to you guys like the millions and millions of Americans out there every single day, all day long. Even while I sleep, I turn on this 101.7 The Truth app to continue getting my information, only the truth from you guys. So I kind of took a little bit of offense to that you said my information is wrong and I'm a low information voter, but I only listen to you guys.
Excuse me, Mr. West. I appreciate Mr. West. I appreciate you listening to us. But did you say that I said the Juicy Jammers were uneducated?
Well, you just said you guys, so I assumed.
Did you vote for Trump? Did you vote for Trump?
I voted for exactly who you guys led me to vote for, and I'll give you the 2 reasons why.
But what does that mean, Wes? I'm sorry. I need clarification so I can properly apologize to you or not.
I will. I'll explain real quick. Your question was, what's the reasons why Kamala lost?
No. That's not what I asked. I said, did you vote for Trump?
I did vote for Trump, yes.
Okay, well then yes, I was talking to you, so I don't apologize anymore.
Honestly, though, I do want to know this then, Wes. This is your boy Ben Jammin. Why did you vote for Donald Trump over Kamala Harris? Like, what were your reasons?
Okay, well, first we all sat down as a family. I have a huge, diverse family. A lot of interracial marriages in our family. We all sat down as a group. We listened to 101.7 The Truth all day long and figured out and wrote down pros and cons for both sides, and it led to the episode of Tory Lowe and his son. His son came on air, and we could hear the Holy Spirit coming from out of him, honoring his mother and father and his countrymen, and that was reason number one. He said we want to vote for the person that gains this in the black community because that kid seemed really awesome to listen to. Number two was listening to, we fast forwarded up to Ms. Brown's daughter running into action and helping people even though gunshots were flying around her. That's another reason why we voted for Trump is because Tory Lowe and Ms. Brown both are gaining good black people for our community, and that's who I want to go into the future. I don't care if white people disappear. We want people that follow God's commands and make good.
So basically, Wes, you listen to 101.7 The Truth, like you said, each and every day.
The Tory Lowe show specifically.
And then you listen to the Tory Lowe show, heard those episodes, and you allow Tory Lowe to persuade you and your family into vote for Donald Trump. Is that correct?
It wasn't Tory Lowe.
Then who was it? Because you're your own man, damn it. Let me know why you voted for Donald Trump. All right, well, did you like his hair? Did you want to have a beer with him? I want to know.
What persuaded me the most was Tory Lowe and Miss Brown's values that led into their children, and I want our future children to have the same.
So are they in your house? Are they in your ear? Are you the man in your house? I want to know.
I'm deaf. Well, God's above me, but yes, I am the man of my house.
All right, Wes. It's all good, though, bro. It's all love, man. We're all Americans.
I mean, this is the Tori Lowe show. I'm not surprised. Like, come on now. He just say it. But this is why I understand the power of my platform.
That's what I'm talking about.
And that is the exact reason why I went so hard for Kamala, because I knew how powerful it would be for people who are too ignorant to think for themselves and need to know what they needed to do. I appreciate Wes, though, so much, because, listen, anybody listen to the truth, you on the right side of what you need to be on. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, you guys, we are going to take a pause for the calls, and we are going to get to the other callers on the other side, so make sure you keep it live, because it's Jammin' with Juice filling in for the Tori Lowe Show.
Don't touch that dial. You are jamming with Juice on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to our 1017 The Truth YouTube channel. Need a way to hype up your day?
Curly Q, you are a valued listener. You are on our YouTube message board every morning. You are constantly commenting.
What would you do with $5,000?
I have a daughter that is a senior. She voted for the first time yesterday, and so we're planning for college. So this money is going to go to her.
Stay tuned into 1017 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
It's a big week for Educators Credit Union during College Scholarship Month on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Tap into Truth Be Told with DT and Telly this Wednesday at 8 a.m. as they will be joined by Victor Frazier, Director of Community Engagement at Educators Credit Union. They will highlight the $70,000 in scholarship Educators Credit Union gives to 35 outstanding high school seniors in southeastern Wisconsin. You won't want to miss this interview.
What distinguishes Old National Bank from other lenders in helping people buy their first home and furthering their small businesses?
One thing that really makes us stand out is our grants. We have 2 really big grants right now specifically for first-time home buyers buying in Milwaukee County. The first one is for $15,000. They have to be buying within Milwaukee County and reach certain income limits. And then the second one is for $20,000, and that is through the Federal Home Loan Bank of Indiana. We're headquartered in Indiana, as you know, Denise. So that is a second grant, and that is really the highest, most robust grant program throughout the entire southeastern Wisconsin area. So it's it's up to $35,000 essentially that a person could be receiving for their first home. If you are in a position that you're looking to buy your first home throughout Milwaukee County, please give me a call. Please contact me. I'm more than happy to help everybody that I can.
And what's your number, Anna?
Sure.
How can they reach you?
414-978-0283.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that American Family Insurance agents can help build a customized renter's policy so you can protect stuff like this, or this, or even this. Well, case in point. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Milwaukee faces significant wealth gaps, but change is possible. Join entrepreneur Arlo Washington on November 13th for a transformative discussion on building wealth in underserved communities. Featured in the Oscar-nominated documentary The Barber of Little Rock, Washington's insights are a must-hear. Attend for free, in person or online. Get your ticket at uwm.edu/SCE. Sponsored by the Tommy G. Thompson Center on Public Leadership and hosted by UWM School of Continuing Education.
This is Jammin' with Juice on 1017 The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Shout out to the Juicy Jammers riding the wave.
Jennifer made me do this. Where I'm from is busted lips or slick tongues. Twist your fingers the wrong way and you'll get jumped.
Welcome back. It is Jammin with Juice. I am Ben Jammin. That is my lovely co-star, Carrie Noni Juice. And y'all know we got DJ Butter Z on the ones and twos. And if y'all know anything, we're asking people today, like seriously, why didn't Kamala Harris win? Why did she lose? Is it because she's not a part of some kind of royal bloodline, or she's not a Freemason, or is it just because she's a woman and she's black? Call in, Truth Nation, 833-212-1017 and let us know how you feeling. All right, and you know what? With that being said, I'm gonna run to the YouTube chat board so we can get some of these YouTubers' comments in. And if y'all feel any type of way, make sure that you do tap in on our YouTube chat board and let us know how y'all feeling. All right, and one particular talking texter happens to go on and say when it comes down to this matter. All right, look, they're gonna say, and this is somebody named Vic McGee. He goes on to say, look, the ones who get out of it will be wealthy, connected, and not have any melanin, just a hunch. Relating down to the idea that ultimately, you know, you have to be white to be the president or have to have some kind of white lineage, some kind of white bloodline if you're actually going to win. Another talk to text that goes on to say, look, black men showed up for Kamala, so stop with the weak narrative. And that's what I keep saying. Everybody's trying to divide black men and black women, say that black women all voted, but black men didn't vote. Kamala Harris didn't have any support by black men, but I don't agree because I'm a black man that voted for Kamala Harris. It's sure when he was his too.
Yeah, and that was just some social media chatter, to be honest with you, saying like, oh, black men ain't for her. Like, yeah, there were some, but y'all came out like 70-something%. And so I am so happy that y'all did, okay? And I ain't never, not one time these last 2 days said, hey, black men didn't do what they were supposed to do, because y'all definitely helped out, I will say that.
I keep telling y'all, man, look, Donald Trump was one of the 7 trumpets in the Bible. I keep telling y'all that, man. Y'all need to listen.
It's some more stuff that they saying up in here. I see Trey Tay going crazy, who said, black women are the only women that disrespect their men, so stop it. Both sides have to do better. And I don't know.
You ever had a Puerto Rican?
Who, me?
Hey. I mean,
a Puerto Rican what?
We're gender fluid these days.
I haven't personally, no. I haven't. Have you?
Man, I'm telling you, they talk pretty
spicy,
pretty crazy, pretty spicy,
real spicy.
But I'll leave it at that.
I mean, yeah, they do. I ain't gonna lie. But 833-212-1017. Why did Kamala lose the election, you guys? We're gonna head to the lines here and go to Derek. What's poppin', Juicy Jammer?
Yes, I can tell you this from I currently I was currently living in Colorado. I can just tell you that there was a county called Pueblo County. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yep, I can hear you.
And the county is the county itself is about 50% Hispanic, and she lost that county. So there could be a lot of there could be a lot of gender discrimination too. A lot of cultures have a lot of gender discrimination. I think Hispanics have a lot of gender discrimination. When Hillary ran, she lost Pueblo County too. Another 50% of the population was Hispanic.
So wait, what you're saying, Derek, is she lost because she didn't secure and lock down the Hispanic vote?
No, I was just saying that I was just pointing out something. They were talking about 54% of the people, a good portion of the Hispanic men voted for Hillary. They were talking about the economy, but I was just pointing them, and that makes sense because I was thinking about the county that's 50% Hispanic in Colorado. She lost that county. A woman's lost that county twice. Harris lost it, and then Hillary lost it in 2016. And the other thing I would say is that people wanted to vote for her, but I'm currently okay. Let me back up. They had that situation at Rhea, Colorado, and they were having with the Venezuelan and gang members and everything. And these aren't made up stories. And she never addressed that. Trump addressed that. People living in those areas, they're feeling the effects of that.
So Dan, again, what you're saying is the fact that she basically didn't secure the Hispanic vote. Like she didn't have enough Hispanic support because ultimately, like you were kind of
depending what part of the country that you're in.
Yeah.
Depending what part of the country you're in.
Because like you were kind of saying before, I was like, hey, in some other cultures, they truly don't believe a woman can lead, right? That's one of the things.
Right. I mean, the Hispanic culture, probably the Arabic culture, and probably the that's not as bad as with the Black American culture.
Thank you so much, Derek. God bless you for calling in.
Woo!
See, and that's all I'm saying, though. Ultimately, some cultures hold different things differently. Like when it comes down to gender equality, it's not the same in other countries. However, I will go on to say that Mexico did just elect their very first woman president. That's the only reason I really felt like Kamala Harris had a fight in this game. So, hey.
All right, we're gonna go to the caller. What's poppin', Juicy Jammer?
Hey, how you doing, Carrie?
I'm Juicy.
Vice President Harris ran a wonderful, probably one of the best campaigns ever ran in this country. So all of the what she could have done better particularly in the amount of time that she had, has nothing to do with this election. What this election was, essentially, America, the people, actually showed that they believe that America is safer when it's controlled by unrepented. And if you have a spiritual base, when you'll say you don't have anything for God to forgive you for, which he said, and you are a 34-time felon, and we uphold that and don't question. He didn't have to do anything nearly perfect. An unrepentant white man who's very aggressive, misogynistic, and abuses women is what we chose. So that is the mirror that the world has to look at us as, and no longer can we pretend to be the leaders that we were supposed to have been and become.
Now, caller, I think you're kind of right, man, when you talk about the mirror as being reflected back down to us. Like as a great philosopher of our time, Kendrick Lamar Duckworth once said, America's reflections of me. That's what a mirror does. We did just elect a rapist, right? We just elected a felon, right? Hey,
and she had a mirror up. When you looked at her convention, she showed what the beauty that America could be. And if you are a bigoted, racist, who benefited from bondage of people, from stealing a country from people. If you really look at history, Rome, Greece, and Babylon, and Nazi Germany fell in a similar way. Hitler was brought up on charges and put in jail when he wrote Mein Kampf, and then came back a second time and took over. This man said he wants to be like Hitler, have generals like Hitler. So we may never have another chance to vote. I mean, I think we should take that part of it much more serious than worrying about what little small things that the Democratic Party did or did not do. She was overqualified, just like Hillary Clinton. He's never been qualified. And this country, as of 2 days ago, showed that they have never been qualified to pretend that they are leaders while ignoring the history that we built this country for free, and never repenting and repaying. See, the word reparation repaying us for our ancestors' work.
I agree with you so much, and thank you for calling in. God bless you, seriously, because again, for Donald Trump to be a man of who hasn't repented whatsoever, I mean, you also have to remember the gentleman went up to one of the most oldest churches here in all of America and held the Bible upside down while he was still president. So when we talking about a president being of the Christian religion or Christian faith, I believe Donald Trump's never believed in God a day in his life, but that's just me.
Yeah, 100%. And me personally, I just don't think there was anything more she could have done. I really, truly don't. America chose what they wanted, and that's what's so baffling. But
she could have made us some greens.
212-1017. They didn't even want her greens. They didn't want her tub of greens.
We could.
They judged her tub of greens, and I bet them greens was fire. And if y'all listen to our interview that we had with her, she said she gonna give us some, and I hope we can still, get that offer. Getting her food. But I want to actually go to Nick really quickly. What's poppin', Juicy Jammer? Nick.
Good afternoon. I know we're all kind of feeling in our souls right now that pain across this nation, and the world is standing with us to know that we missed an opportunity to have a strong leader in the White House, and instead we have fallen to a trap where we have been, where we to kind of go back to what the previous caller was saying, we're holding up the mirror to our country while the country held up a microscope to Vice President Harris.
Right.
Like everything that she did, she ran almost a flawless campaign, but she only had 100 days. And she had a whole, billions and billions of dollars of propaganda, of misinformation, of straight up lies, and no one called them on it. No one said that what they were saying is lies. No one was saying that. They just let it slide. The mainstream media, the newspapers, even talk radio, right?
Yeah.
The crazy just flowing out of the right wing for so hard, and no one was able to keep up with the fire hose of BS that was flying out of that campaign, to the point where we got Latino men and thinking that, when they're talking about mass deportation, they're not talking about me. There were so many women, white women, shout out to all the black women who did the work, you gotta take a rest. Mm-hmm. The white women who don't think that the policies of bodily autonomy or emergency contraception or any of that stuff is going to affect them. Like the young people who see that the older generations have failed them are not going to let this slide. And I just, with my final point is, we cannot allow them to take any ground without a fight.
Wow. No,
we cannot cede any ground. Yeah. Everything that they want to take from us, they got to fight us for it. Because I'm not going to let them walk their liberty.
Honestly, that is very interesting. I like how you were even just saying around referencing the idea that when Donald Trump's party is talking about mass deportations, certain ethnic groups, races, didn't believe they were talking about them. Maybe they were more so focused on the Haitians that came over here and didn't think they were talking about them. But hey, neither here nor there.
They're talking about naturalized citizens. They're talking about people who are here legally. They're not talking about illegals, right? And first of all, nobody's illegal. But they're not talking about undocumented people. They're talking about naturalized citizens. Mm-hmm. Just the other day, one of Trump's folks said, just kidding, Project 2025 is actually our policy. So go and look at what they're going to do. They told us what they're going to do, and now we got to find ways to stop them. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Nick. All right, we're going to do one more caller for right now until we, we got to take our break, and we'll get more of your callers on the other side. But right now we're going to go to Miss Carolyn. What's poppin', Juicy Jammer? Thank you for waiting.
How you guys doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm juiced up,
I know that's right. I'm just listening to all this stuff, and I'm just so downhearted because first thing, I want to tell people to stop saying that black women don't stand behind their men, because that is not true. And white women don't stand behind their men, just like some black women don't stand behind theirs. So that's a stereotype that everybody keeps throwing out there. No, that's not true. Mm-hmm. And then the thing about women can't get along, I have 7 sisters, and we get along just fine. It depends on where you brought up in your upbringing. Mine is basically through the Bible. So I basically can get along with everybody. And then as far as the Hispanics, they think they're white. And I say this because I am an ex-military wife. I have traveled many states, lived abroad, and I've seen how people act. In Spain, the Spaniards don't like the Mexicans or the Puerto Ricans. When the Mexicans come over here, they try to assimilate to be white. So just like the rest of the races, and I agree with you, Noni, about how stop lumping us together when you talk about the black and brown, because I'm sorry, everybody is against us.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, definitely. Everybody is against us.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's so crazy. So what that caller was just talking about, I mean, some people, I wish I got a chance to ask them.
Miss Carolyn.
I wish I got a chance to ask, like, what made her believe that Mexican people feel like they're white, when they come over here and want to be white? Does anybody want to be white? Does black people want to be white? Does everybody want to be white? Do Asians want to be white?
Nope, not at all. Not at all. Honestly,
Donald Trump is the kind of white I want to be.
There actually was a point in time that I did want to be white. There was a point in time I did want to be white, y'all. I feel like I should get into that story on the other side.
I don't think so.
I do. I want to.
You want it to be white?
I want to tell you the story.
You want it to be white?
I want to tell you the story as to why, bro.
Carrie Noni just wanted to be white. Okay. All right.
Keep it locked up. Okay, wait. Lisa, Missy, Al.
She wanted to be white, y'all.
Al, I think it's who? David. David, we see you. Okay, don't hang up. We're gonna get to your calls on the other side. Texters, we see you, and YouTube chatters, we see you. We're gonna acknowledge y'all. Okay, we got y'all, right? But I gotta get into my story of the point in time of when I wanted to be white. Keep it locked. It's Jammin' with Juice filling in for the Tori Lowe Show.
Jammin' with Juice returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube.
At UW Credit Union, our home loans have everything you need for your next big step, including up to $750 off closing costs for all home buyers. And first-time buyers can save even more. So if you're ready to trade roomies for more room, or your townhome for an out-of-town home, UW Credit Union will be with you from start to furnished. UW Credit Union. Apply online today. Equal housing lender. Credit may be limited as required by program. Visit uwcu.org for details.
In our community, you will find a Center for Food Security. You'll discover a Center for Behavioral Health Support, a proven Center for Home Care, a successful Center for Employment, a Center for Trauma Recovery, and more. We are Centers for Independence. Find out how you can support Centers for Independence's work and mission at cfihope.org/independence.
Check out Jammin' with Juice, where it's amazingly juicy.
I'm going to tell y'all straight up, though. Y'all little brothers, little sisters, y'all doing good. I don't think y'all know how good y'all doing it.
Thank you.
Because y'all, it's hard to get the young people to talk about these important issues.
Like, let's say you washing your body, you washing your hair, you wash your face, you cleaned your ears, you got behind them ears, you brushed your teeth, your makeup off, you done exfoliated, you done shaved. Why not brush your teeth in the shower? Why not use the bathroom in the shower? As we wrap up the show with a bow, I'm flaming, bitch. You was looking up to Steve Harvey.
Yeah. He was a positive black man. You know?
I feel
Had
it.
a good show. He had some swag.
He was a music teacher.
He was the music teacher.
You love music.
Yeah. Shoot, he was messing around with the principal. Like, come on now.
He thought he was playing.
Yeah. He's a king of comedy. This man doing it. I want to be like Steve. What's up, my jammer?
What's up, guys? You know what? I just want to say you guys are the best thing rocking at 12 noon. You guys just bring so much energy to 12 o'clock. I don't even be wanting to eat my lunch because I want to hear what Big Jammin and Noni do gotta say.
You sitting at the crib, you watching TV, and your life's passing you by. You keep procrastinating over and over. Maybe I'll go to school next year, maybe next month. No, do it right now. You can do it after work, or you can do it before work. Just do whatever you need to do to graduate. There is definitely a line when it comes to just enhancing your beauty versus like completely altering your entire body in more ways than one to look completely different.
From the 414 to everyone across the globe, Jammin' with Juice is here for you. Check out Jammin' with Juice daily on YouTube. More of Jammin' with Juice is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to 1017 The Truth on YouTube so you don't miss a drop of juice on Jammin' with Juice.
What a shame.
Truth Nation! It is your boy Benjamin and my lovely co-star Carrie Noni Juice, and that is DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. And what we're talking about right now, Truth Nation, is why in the hell did Americans not elect Kamala Harris as the 47th president of the United States? Was it because she's black? Was it because she's white? Oh wait, she's not. Was it because she does not have a royal bloodline? Call in, text in 833-212-1017. And what one particular talking texter happens to say on these talking text lines that you can text in at 833-212-1017. You like that? Text. They go on to say, look, the reason Kamala Harris lost the presidential office is because more people of color is not just voting Democrat. People of color are understanding policies more and what best works for them individually. It's important that we have people of color on both sides, red and blue. Hopefully, this is a beginning that black people only vote Democratic because they're black. Oh, so he's saying, okay, they're going to say that basically, look, we shouldn't just be voting black just because we shouldn't be voting Democrat just because we're black. We need to spread it out, and whoever the best candidate is, specifically for you and your family, that's why the American people voted for Trump. That's what they're going to say.
Right, because we, as black people, definitely identify with what he wants to do. 833-212-1017, you guys. Why did Kamala lose? We all know the answer, but we want to hear from you. Miss C, what's poppin', Juicy Jammer? Miss C?
Miss C.
Oh, hey, baby. I'm sorry.
Hey.
How y'all doing?
We juiced up. Okay.
You know how the men would say when somebody mess up on the football game, they drop the ball.
Mm-hmm.
The United States legal system dropped the ball.
I would agree.
If you agree or not, the thing that happened was the reason why she didn't get the candidacy was because they didn't put him away.
Right, we should have been got rid of him on what? Like, that's crazy, Miss C. Like, I 100% agree with you, okay? America dropped the ball. They dropped the ball. And you know, Baps, in the YouTube chat, I agree with you. I need Al to call in too. Well, luckily, we got Al on the line. What is poppin', Juicy Jammer? Al?
Well, the reason why she didn't get it is because, number one, she's not white. Anything that's black is going to be deemed to be negative. Also, remember, for the Latino culture, their only goal is to lighten their population. So because they have the skin color and here their goal is to be seen as whiteness. That's their only goal. And even in their own culture, they would tell you their goal is to lighten and whiten their population. But if you talk to any racists look at Latinos as foreign niggas, and that's the language they speak. That's not me saying this. I'm just a messenger. But the reason she didn't get it is because she is black. If she was white, she would have been all right. But if you black, stay back. And the other reason that they won't let her get it is because they know the potential of black men and black women. So that's why they bring all this chaos, because they are more in fear of the black man and black woman, because everything they hate about you, they try to duplicate in their own personal lives. Just look at life lessons and it will tell you everything. Man. Have a good one, everybody.
Thank you, 69 God.
Wise words from Al himself.
Why everybody beating up on Hispanics though, man? Damn.
What do you mean, why?
Mexicans really want to be white?
Damn.
Like, do American people, like all American people, everybody who come to America, they all just want to be white? Y'all all want to check the white box? Like, I need to know. They've been beating.
That is a good question. That is a good question, bro, because when they come over here, bro, would they want to check the black box?
It's a good question.
Would they want to check the black box? If you had a choice, and you're not black, would you want to check that black box? Or do you want to check that white box because you feel like it'll give you more opportunities?
I know some Hispanic men who would love to hit that black box. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
Gerardo, where you at? Call in, text me at 833-212-1017. Did you want to be white when you came? I want to know.
Wait, when he came, you said he was an immigrant, bro?
Look, that's between you and him. I ain't telling the world. I ain't gonna tell the world.
All right, we're gonna go to David. What's poppin', Juicy Jammer, David?
How you doing, Carrie Noni and Ben Jammin? It's David or DBJ. I just did DBJ because there's a lot of Davids that call now, you know what I'm saying? So I don't call all the time.
Got it. What's poppin'?
Yeah, what's happening with y'all? So look, I'm gonna just tell y'all the reason she ain't win is like Al was just saying, you know, first of all, like if you can go on any state right throughout this country. About 90% of the states in this country, the biggest chunk of their voter base is white people, whether it's man or woman. Like here in this state, 82% of this voting base in this state are white people. So that means the rest of us make up the other 18%. How are we supposed to win anything?
So do you think she messed up by inviting Glorilla out?
Oh man, no, that's just keeping it real though. Like you know what I'm saying? That's there ain't nothing wrong with that. What's wrong with that? With her having entertainers there. I mean, Trump had Hulk Hogan, who's a racist, Kid Rock, who's a racist. Dana White was slapping his wife on TV. Right. So what are we talking about?
Yep.
And with that too, like for the Mexican thing, I'm Mexican and black. I must be a rare breed because I supported Harris. My whole family supported Harris.
Yes.
And when you asked about checking the box, that box, I always any job application I ever filled out, I write it in black and Mexican because that's what I am.
So you never wanted to be white then, David?
I don't think he did. I don't think he did.
I think he wanted to be black and Mexican, and I'm proud of that. That's what I kept saying about Harris too. I thought that Kamala Harris should have ultimately spoke confidently about her black, Jamaican, and Indian heritage. And just said, "Bro, I'm mixed." You know how many more people would have loved her if she would? Oh, I'm mixed, y'all.
I mean, I just didn't think that she had to announce the fact that she's black. Like, do I have to announce the fact that I'm black?
No, I know you an N-word. I just know it.
With that being said, we are going to wrap up the show with a bow on the other side. But to you, Lisa, Zeke, and Lisa, hold tight, please. We're going to get to you on the other side. So make sure you keep it locked. It's Jammin' with Juice filling in for the Tori Lowe Show.
Don't touch that dial. You are jamming with Juice on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to our 1017 The Truth YouTube channel. The Truth app is home for all the Milwaukee Panther content you would want.
He'll dart baseline, and he will tomahawk it home with his right hand.
From conversations on the airwaves.
We're going to defend every board up the floor and every bounce and every pass. And we've got good depth, and you have to have good depth for the way we play.
To game highlights.
At the top, rises for three over Young and buries it.
Find The Roar on the Truth app, Apple, Spotify, and wherever else you get your podcasts to keep up with Panthers hoops.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With limited incomes not keeping up with the lingering effects of inflation, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
Don't think twice. Call Geist.
Garage doors giving you headaches? Best way I know how to deal with it is to call my friends at Geist. Family owned since 1955, Geist is the trusted authority on garage doors and openers in southeastern Wisconsin. Trust me, I use them too. With brands like CHI and LiftMaster, they have doors for every budget and will even build custom designs to match your exact needs. For fast, reliable garage repair solutions, go to GeistDoors.com or call 262-784-4250. GeistDoors.com.
Don't think twice. Call Geist.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The WIAA football playoffs is here. We have a big Level 3 matchup this Friday night as the number 1 seeded Marquette Hilltoppers take on the number 2 seeded Bayport Pirates. The football action kicks off at 7 p.m. on 1017 The Truth. Marquette University High School football is presented by Gruber Law Offices and sponsored by Capital Insurance Agency, Magic Productions, Annex Wealth Management, C.G. Schmidt, Left's Lucky Town, Boyle Frederickson Intellectual Property Law, and Marquette University High School. This is Jammin' with Juice on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Shout out to the Juicy Jammers riding the wave.
Welcome back, y'all. It's Jammin' with Juice, and we're about to wrap up the show with a bow here. But I want to head to the lines real quick and get y'all opinions and voices heard. All right, so right now we are going to run to you. Let's make it really quick. You Juicy Jammer. You?
Okay, was mine?
Hey, you.
Yes, mine would basically be a question because I wanted clarification that Ben had said about the enslaved people who were freed were better. I just wanted clarification of what he meant.
You remember that, Ben?
Wait, I didn't say anything about enslaved people, but go ahead. Throw the question out there. Maybe I might answer.
When you said that they were enslaved up until, I thought you said 1922.
Oh, okay, there we go.
They actually were doing better.
Okay, now you jog my memory. Go ahead. So, since we don't have much time here or whatever, even when you think about the idea of the Black Wall Street, it was burnt down in 1921. It took about 15 years for that town to become what it was. And during that time period, right then and there, that's when we were getting a bunch of different we were rising up as black people as far as this country goes, and we were actually making up our own towns. There were many Black Wall Streets, especially during that time in between after we were freed from slavery up until about the early 1920s. So that's what I was referring to. But go ahead and do your research. And we also, for people who don't know, the Treasury, the United States Treasury, that was actually our bank before a president at the time stole it from us.
All right, let's go to Lisa. What's poppin', Juicy Jammer? Lisa, you got like 20 seconds.
Okay, how you guys doing?
Good. We juiced up.
All right, I want to say, white women, I just have a question, or whatever for you, but white women, why you didn't support Pamela yet when you needed women's rights back in the day when our grandmothers supported you? They supported you to get your rights so your husband don't beat on you and all those other things and for you to get to where you are today. So another thing, for Latinos, look, when they come knocking at your door, they don't care if you have citizenship. Mm-hmm. You're just a Latino. When they ship you back to Mexico, whatever it may be, don't come looking for no black people we want you to protest with us. We want you to fight for us. No. The black people, don't you fall for it. Let them fight for theirs. If they want to be white, let them be white and let them be right. That's all I got to say.
Thank you so much, Lisa. Let's go to Zeke. What's poppin'? You got like 20 seconds.
What's up? Just wanted to quick say, some of this the stuff that we all talking about might be true, and identity politics is important, but we have to honestly come to terms with how much stuff costs and this war and all the other real reasons why the Democrats lost.
Okay.
Right. That is true.
That simple.
I will say this.
Yeah, it's some real stuff that's outside of race. You know what I mean? Like the cost of living is crazy. I'm not saying we made the right choice, but people wanted something different.
Okay. God bless you and be safe.
Thank you, Zeke. Appreciate you. All right, last one. We got Lisa R. What's poppin', Juicy Jammer? You got like 20 seconds.
Okay, I just wanted to say we were talking about picking races, I am biracial, so I always had to pick one. If everybody remembers, you used to have to pick one, and I was always black. Now, when I called over the phone for a loan, I used my white voice, and I got a really great rate. And then I had to go in and sign I had to go in and sign the papers. And one of the men that took my, I guess was the loan officer, he almost fainted.
Oh, wow.
He sat down and he said, "What are you?"
Oh, wow. See, that's the world we're living in.
Yeah, that
America.
is the world we're living in. That is the world we're living in. And you know what?
Heavy on the K.
The world that we are living in right now on Truth Nation wants to give you some money.
Whoa,
all right,
really?
One call, that is all. Now's your chance to be entered into win our one call, that's all 5K giveaway. Yes, you heard that right. $5,000. Be caller number white. No, be caller number 5 right now.
Now number 5 is white.
Okay, let me stop. Be caller number 5 right now. Be entered to win $5,000. Remember, if you or a loved one has been injured in an accident, call group of law officers right now. One call, that's all. Be caller number
white.
and win this money. God, that's all I can't give away. Remember the contest rules.
Caller number White. You picked the number. Thank you guys so much for tapping in today. We got more discussions to be had tomorrow. Make sure you tap into Jammin' with Juice tonight from 6 to 7 as well, exclusively on YouTube, and tomorrow 12 to 1. Thank you so much. The rest of the Tori Lowe Show is up next. You crazy.
From the biggest plays on the court to the comments made in the locker room after, an in-depth recap of every Bucks game in 6 minutes. No more, no less. Bucks in 6 provides game recaps for every game. Hear the high-flying dunks from Giannis.
Puts it on the floor, spins down the lane, and plunges it through.
Or the deep threes from Dame.
Dame time has arrived with 107.
Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus Audio Network. Find it now on bucks.com/plus or on Spotify, Apple, and wherever you get your podcasts.
Truth Nation!
And all our juicy jammers out there.
Make certain that you tap into Jam with Juice each and every day so you can quench your thirst.
That is right. You already know you can sip on us every single day, like Benjamin said, from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. But that's not all, y'all.
Catch us exclusively on YouTube for our 6 to 7 show.
Yep, only on Thursdays.
Catch Jammin' with Juice each and every day on 101.7 The Truth.
Now sip on that.
What's going on, Truth Nation, and all the juicy jammers tapping in? Yes, it is your boy, Benjamin, and y'all already know how we rockin'. Make sure that you do open up your ears, because right now you about to listen to a snippet from our lovely guest that we had on Election Day, the Kamala Harris. Tap in. Can Jam with Juice come to the White House and get some of those good collard greens that you have?
You know, that's the one thing I have to tell you through this campaign. I have not been cooking, and you know I love to cook, and I will put my collard greens up against anybody's.
Wow. Madam VP, I heard you got some good dressing too, but I just wanted to